Hello, 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 and welcome in. Thank you for joining me today. Just a little bit of decorating going on today. I'm working on Montgomery's new home. As you all know, he has graduated from university and he and his fiance, down low wife, moved into their first home. It's a starter home that I built. I'm still learning. I've been practicing for years. I can say literally probably the last 6 months to a year, finally kind of getting a grasp on how to do roofs. So there you go. But again, welcome in. Thanks for joining me today. Depending on where you are, what time of day it is, I just want to thank you for taking the time out to join me today. And I have some ideas for my channel, and I just want to share those with you. So I've been really thinking about what I want to do, what I want to say. I truly enjoy my gameplay. There will definitely be some videos with gameplay. I'll continue to post a few shorts here and there, and just other things as I'm learning. So for example, I created 2 playlists, but I put the videos on the wrong playlist. So again, trial and error. And for those of you who have subscribed to my channel, again, it's August the 6th, 2026, and I have 17 subscribers. And, I'm just so thankful that people are actually interested in what I'm doing. Again, I'm not even trying to blow up or anything like that. I've just truly enjoyed my gameplay and I wanted to share it with someone. But here's the coolest thing about uploading my videos to YouTube. I can go back and watch a moment and just like relive that moment with my Sims. Whereas in the past, I just had to remember it. So, for example, when Charlie found out that, Cliff had 6 children already, like that is a moment that I wish I had been recording, because I would totally go back and watch that moment over and over again because my reaction was priceless. When Charlie was pregnant with twins and I didn't even realize it. I was like, why is the game asking me to name her baby again? Like, what is happening right now? And then I realized, oh my God, she had twins. So it's not something that happens a lot in my game. So it was really, really cool. And so if not just for myself to be able to go back months from now and watch these funny moments and even my reaction, I think it's going to be so cool. My daughter started playing The Sims a few years ago. I've been playing since 2015, I think. I can't even say I'm an OG. I've never played any of the other Sims games. Now, I did, when the first Sim game came out, I did go and I bought it because I was like, this is going to be big and this is going to be so much fun. But my computer wasn't compatible, so I ended up having to return it, and that was years ago. And then I came across a couple of channels randomly back in 2015, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the Sims game. This looks really cool. So I started watching those, and I was like, oh, I've got to get this game. So I bought The Sims 4, and I just fell in love with it, and I was like, dang, okay, I get it. Like, I totally get it now why people are so drawn to this game. And then I realized that I really enjoy decorating, and I am a therapist in real life, and I absolutely love what I do. I've been a therapist for 16 years, and I love helping people And there's nothing like watching someone who's feeling broken and hopeless uh, walk into my office and begin to work with them and see them go through this journey of mental health. And, depending on that person's journey, months, a couple of years, it just depends, later, how they're so whole and healed and being able to cope with the stressors of life and how life can knock you down and get back up, but learn how to regulate, right? Because life has ebbs and flows. And so it's just amazing. So I attribute it to as if I were a physical doctor, right? Like you can see a physical injury heal. I mean, unless it's inside your body, right? But if you break your leg, you can see it healing. With mental health, it's uh, it's so difficult to even describe, but it's just like watching the affect of a person who is so down and discouraged to becoming this person, like I said a moment ago, with just so much hope for life and want to continue going through life and knowing that they have the skills to deal with anything that might come their way. I often have my clients will tell me, they're so grateful and they're so thankful, and that's nothing, I'm not like bragging or anything like that. I'm saying this part because when they tell me these things, I always tell them, but you did the work. All I did was give you the tools to do the work. You did the work. So I always want them to know that I am just a vessel and here to be supportive and help people. So I'm again saying all of this because as I was trying to figure out what do I want my channel to look like, what do I want it to be like, and I know that I'm 90% sure that I will never be able to put the time in to make my videos extremely perfect and the graphics, and I mean there are some extraordinary Sims creators out there, and I hands down commend you guys and am just so, not does it matter that I'm proud of you, but I'm just so in awe of like some of the ways these creators build and the gameplay. And it's just like watching my favorite show, Shipty. If you haven't checked out her channel, you need to check it out. She's amazing. And so many others, Ocean Sims, Urban Sims, those are like my top 3. But I mentioned Shipty first because I was thinking about a time when I was just like, she is so cool. Like, I feel like I could invite her to my house and like we can all hang out and have pizza and just chit chat about our lives and how things are going. But I mentioned her because her gameplay. So one of my favorite television shows was This Is Us. And you know how you have a favorite television show and you get locked in and like you cannot wait till the next episode and you're just like, I'm ready. Okay, my God, what happened? It's like that with a lot of this creators channels on YouTube. And she has this Let's Play. It was one of the second ones that I watched, and it was Life with Gabby. I fell in love with Gabby. Shout out again to Shipty. I don't know if you're listening to this or if you'll ever even hear it, but I mean, I love Gabby. I will always love Gabby. And then with Urban Sims, oh my gosh, the Foremans. Oh wow, like yes, check them out. These are all much older Let's Plays by these creators, but oh my gosh, y'all, when I tell you, for me, it was like watching my favorite television show. And then Ocean Sims had Love Struck, and I was like, oh my God. So, like, I'm just trying to give you all an example. Like, they're not asking me to say all these things about their channel or anything like that. I just, in case people were interested in how I got, how I fell so in love with The Sims. But anyway, just shout out to them. Thank you so much for, having such amazing gameplay. And I also say it because not just decorating, but working with people and hearing their stories and their hurts and their pains, emotional stress and different things, I have to be able to take care of myself, and so that I can be the best therapist that I can be. And part of that self-care for me is actually playing The Sims and watching Let's Plays on TV. Or excuse me, I am so old, oh my God, on YouTube. And it just helps me de-stress and relax and just get away from like all the things that are happening in my personal life. And not that I have a bad personal life. I'm, have a decent life. I'm just like most people, ebbs and flows. But I really, truly, truly enjoy that as a part of self-care. And plus, I love to decorate. But look, the way I like to decorate, my mom says I have expensive taste. And not on purpose. I make good money. I make decent money, but the things that I would love to decorate my home with, right now, I'm not in a position to buy those kinds of things. So I can get in The Sims and I can just decorate to my little heart's content. So anyway, I may be all over the place, but I just wanted to share a little bit more about me and about my channel. Here's the thing that I decided on, because I don't think that I work full time as a therapist, and so I don't have a lot of time to sit down and do these extravagant edits on my videos. I do want them to look nice and I want them to look good, but the aesthetic is nowhere near some of these phenomenal therapists, some of these phenomenal creators out there. And that's okay. At first I was like, I have to have it. I have to be like perfect. It's got to be really. And I was like, you know what? No, it doesn't, because I'm me. And there are hundreds of thousands of people out there that will find my channel. And if my channel is what they enjoy, then that's cool. And if it's not, then they'll find the type of aesthetic that they like with The Sims. But for me, I didn't want it to just be, I realized the other day, I don't want it to just be about gameplay. I genuinely want other simmers, other creators to come to my channel and be able to just relax and enjoy. And I want it to be just a cozy, relaxing place that you all can come and I can encourage you, give you a place to just talk about your lives. Because one consistent theme I've noticed across the board since I've been following creators is that there's a lot of burnout. There's such a demand for the creators to create. And then many of them work full time like myself and upload these videos consistently. But I promise you, I could just scroll through and you can see where creators are like, hey, I'm going to take a break. And every time I see that, I'm always like, hey, I think that is amazing. I'm a therapist. Self-care is so important. And then I thought, well, why not? While I'm playing my game, just kind of, chit chat and talk to you guys, just about taking good care of yourselves. This is not counseling, right? This is not a place where I'm going to be doing therapy, because that's not what this is about. It's just a peaceful corner of the internet. And I might, as I'm talking, talking as I'm so nervous, y'all. I'm sorry. Like I was sitting right here in my living room. um, it's really, I want it to just really be a place where you can come, and I might talk about gratitude and, some things that I'm grateful for, and then ask you to share in the comments, hey, today's topic is gratitude. Share 2 or 3 things that you're grateful for today, and then go from there, right? But again, just a place if you want to come chill, hang out, and watch some gameplay, but also have the opportunity to share your heart as far as being able to take care of your well-being, right? I just want it. So if I had to just stop fumbling over my words, I would say something like a cozy Sims community that happens to be guided by someone who cares deeply about people's well-being. Not a counseling channel, but it just happens to be someone playing The Sims and talking about self-care. Because you all could click on anything this day and age. There's all these people around that are talking about mental health, and oh my Lord, if I had a nickel for every time I heard somebody talk about narcissists, I would be like, oh my Lord, do you not know that there's 13 other, or is it 12? Okay. Anyway, there's more than 10 personality disorders in the DSM, but we're not going to get that on that soapbox. So anyway, again, I'll be sharing more, and but just know that just want to be here to support all of the amazing creators here on YouTube, in the Sims community, or any community. If you just want to come and hang out, come on over and hang out. And this is the space for you, right? So I just hope that you can find this as a place where you can enjoy some storytelling and some creativity, some family, cozy gameplay. Sometimes I'll decorate houses, sometimes I'll look into Sims and see how they're doing. And every now and then I might just gently remind you to relax your shoulders and unclench your jaw. Take a minute, let's do some deep breathing. Again, like I said, maybe just simply ask you, what are some things you're grateful for? So, anyway, thank you again. I appreciate you listening and tuning in. As always, if, just a quick reminder that if you are experiencing a lot of emotional distress, or you're going through something really hard and really tough and you need some support, be sure to reach out. There's the national hotline, crisis hotline in the United States. It's 988. Of course, reaching out to people your support system, people who love you and care about you. There is always help out there. There's so many resources now. So if you're experiencing something really hard and you're going through a lot, please take good care of yourself, okay? So it is Thursday afternoon here. My one thing that I'm grateful for today is having the opportunity to be able to help others on their mental health journey. So thank you. Keep smiling, keep sharing, stay positive, and don't forget your worth, because you're worth it.